Hello, Read 180 students, and welcome to quarter four, week four. Let's hop right into what we're going to be doing today and for the rest of this week. So, as you know, we're discussing and reading articles in the unit Alien Invaders, and we're just talking about invasive species. Last week, you read the article Freaky Fish. What did you guys think about those fish? Pretty freaky, right? And today we're going to read together the article Island of Snakes. So, what is it that you're expected to do? Well, the first thing that you are expected to do is to watch the video all the way through. Yes, all the way through. Please read along with me as I read to you the article Island of Snakes. Once you've completed watching the video and you've read the article once with me, then you'll read it again on your own. Finally, you will complete and submit today's R book assignment. So, before we hop right into the article, let's take a little quick look at this island of snakes. So, the island of snakes that they're referring to is the island of Guam. And if you can see, Guam is this teeny tiny little island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's so small that sometimes it's not even recorded on maps. If you take a look at it, it's about 32 feet long, 32 miles long. At the very tippy top is the U.S. Air Force, Anderson Air Force Base. And at the very bottom, you have what they call Big Navy. Actually, it's more like here. Big Navy, the U.S. Naval Base. So Air Force North and Navy South. I've spent a lot of time on this island. It's actually, Guam has become a second home to me. So, yeah, reading this article brings back a lot of memories. So, before we get into the article itself, I'd ask you please to access your copy of the article, and I'm going to do the same. So, let's go ahead and get to our article. And as you can see, the island of snakes. You can see a brown tree snake, which is this snake we're going to be discussing up in the top. So let's read this. 50 years ago, the brown tree snake arrived in Guam. Life hasn't been the same since. If you visit the island of Guam, watch out for snakes. They hang from the trees, they hide in the bushes, they might even slither into your bed while you're sleeping. Snakes take over. Guam is a tiny island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Brown tree snakes arrived here from New Guinea, another island. Nobody meant to bring the snakes to Guam. They crawled onto military planes and ships by accident. Then they slithered off onto the island. When they did, everything changed. Brown tree snakes are an alien species to the island. Because they have no natural predators on Guam, the snakes keep multiplying. In fact, they're completely out of control. Currently, there are more than 13,000 snakes per square mile on the island. Dangerous damage. Since invading Guam, the brown tree snakes have damaged the island's environment. They've killed and eaten native lizards, birds, and small mammals. As a result, 10 of the 12 species of birds are now extinct. The brown, tr- the brown tree snakes ate them all. The snakes interfere with life on Guam in other ways. They like to hang out on power lines. Because they weigh so much, the power lines snap. They have caused more than 1,600 power outages. For this reason, the lights go out regularly. Refrigerators break down, computer screens go blank. It costs a lot to fix the damage caused by the snakes. The snakes don't eat people, but they do bite. People versus snakes. The brown tree snakes also threaten people. They crawl into houses, they creep inside schools. What are they looking for? Food. The snakes don't eat people, but they do bite. What happens when a brown tree snake bites you? You will be in pain, but you won't die. The venom is only mildly poisonous. The bite feels like a very bad bee sting. The snakes are more dangerous for children. Children can't fight off a snake as well because the snake can get a better grip around a small victim. Its bite releases more venom. The venom is so powerful that some children have trouble breathing after a brown tree snake bite. Endless battle. Brown tree snakes have altered Guam forever. Now scientists fear the snakes might invade other islands too. The same phenomena that happened in Guam could happen in other countries. The snakes might become an international problem. Some time ago, brown tree snakes were found at an airport in Hawaii. Scientists knew they had to stop the snakes before they caused a disaster. Therefore, they killed the snakes right away. The battle with the brown tree snake goes on. In the end, everyone hopes the scientists will win. Okay, so let's switch back to our slideshow. Whoops. So let me tell you, this article is really out of date. So, although the stuff that it says in it is true, when people ask me about Guam, they often ask me about the snakes and they get super grossed out because, well, snakes, ew. I can't stand snakes either. But I have to say, I lived on Guam for a really, really long time. And in my whole time there, I only saw three brown tree snakes. Um, and I'm going to tell you about one of the times. Actually, I'll tell you about two quick. When I first got to Guam, you didn't see birds, you didn't hear birds because the brown tree snakes have killed them all. But now you see birds, you hear birds, so they are making strides, and it isn't as bad as it used to be, but it still is a problem. So yeah, you don't see snakes everywhere you go. They don't slither into your bed. I haven't heard of any experiences quite like that. I did see one once. I had ridden my bike to the base bowling alley to meet some friends to bowl, and when I came back, there was a big one crawling on my sliding glass door as I was going to go put my bike back. But the biggest brown tree snake experience that I want to share with you today is we had a big dance at Anderson Middle School where I used to work, and they had this big balloon drop for this big occasion. So everybody's all excited. They've got this big, huge balloon drop. And they drop the balloons, and a brown tree snake comes slithering out with all of the balloons. It was absolute chaos, panic, kids screaming everywhere, standing on chairs. It was definitely a momentous dance. Okay, with all of that being said, let's remember what you're supposed to do. So you just finished listening to me as we read through together. So now your task is to read the article again on your own, and then you will complete and submit today's Our Book assignment. So as you do, please make sure that you complete the assignment carefully, that you use complete sentences, and that you use textual evidence, meaning you look back at the article and use actual information from the article, not just your thoughts and opinions. So we will have a class meet Monday at 9:30. We look forward to seeing you there. We will not have a class meet on Wednesday, but we're always accessible if you need us. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. Well, let's just wish you a really wonderful week, and we look forward to interacting with you this week. Enjoy your article on the brown tree snake, and we can't wait to hear from you soon. Bye.